Love will come to you almost immediately, my dear, when you begin to understand love in a new way. And when you truly understand love, not as a desperate search, not as a future rescue, not as something another person must bring to prove that you are worthy, then you begin to prepare yourself for a beautiful love. So listen gently to what I am about to say. Do not listen with fear. Do not listen with the part of you that says, "But when will they come? Who will choose me? Why has it taken so long?" Listen with the deeper part of you, the part that already knows that love is not far away. Love has found you at the perfect time because something in you is ready to come home. Perhaps you thought you were waiting for another person, but life has been quietly guiding you back to yourself. Perhaps you thought love would begin when someone finally arrived, but love begins the moment you stop abandoning your own heart. Love has found me because I am finally returning to myself. So many people place love in the future. They say, "When I meet the right person, then I will feel complete. When someone chooses me, then I will feel beautiful. When someone stays, then I will feel safe. When someone holds me, then I will stop feeling alone." And I understand that longing. We are human. We want tenderness. We want touch. We want companionship. We want to be seen and cherished. There is nothing wrong with wanting love. But when we place all our love in a future person, we place our life on pause. We begin to live as though today is only a waiting room. We stop blessing our own mornings. We stop touching our own heart with kindness. We stop seeing the love that is already present in the breath, in the body, in nature, in friendship, in small kindnesses, in the sunlight resting on the wall. My dear, do not put your whole life on hold for someone who has not yet arrived. Begin living as love now. Love is not a prize given to perfect people. Love is not reserved for those who have never made mistakes, never felt needy, never cried at night, never doubted their worth. Love is the very substance of life. It is already moving in you. It is in the way your heart still hopes after disappointment. It is in the way your body continues breathing. It is in the way you can place your hand over your chest and say, "I am here with you." It is in the way you can make a cup of tea slowly, write one honest sentence in a journal, forgive one old thought, or step outside and let the sky remind you that you are part of something larger. When you stop waiting for love as if it belongs only to the future, you begin to notice love in the present. And when you notice love in the present, your energy changes. I do not wait for love. I live as love now. You see, love is often a reflection of energy. This does not mean we blame ourselves for every painful relationship. No, darling, never use spiritual truth as a weapon against yourself. It means we become curious. We ask, what am I practicing inside myself? Am I practicing abandonment by leaving myself whenever someone becomes distant? Am I practicing scarcity by believing this one person is my only chance? Am I practicing fear by accepting confusion and calling it passion? If inside you there is a strong fear of being left, you may cling to people who are not fully available. If inside you there is self-rejection, you may tolerate people who reject little pieces of you. If inside you there is desperation, you may call any crumb of attention love. But when you begin practicing self-respect, peace, enoughness, and tenderness within yourself, you become less attracted to chaos. You begin to feel the difference between love that nourishes and love that activates old wounds. Healthy love does not ask you to disappear. It does not require you to beg for basic kindness. It does not make you prove your worth over and over again. Healthy love feels like respect. It feels like room to breathe. It feels like honesty without cruelty, closeness without control, affection without panic. And you begin to attract this kind of love when you practice it first inside your own consciousness. Speak to yourself respectfully. Keep promises to yourself gently. Honor your own boundaries. Do not laugh at your feelings. Do not mock your tenderness. Do not abandon your heart to win someone else's approval. Every time you love yourself in these small ways, you change the frequency you carry. The love I attract reflects the love I practice within. And now let us look at something very tender. Sometimes you think you miss a person, but what you truly miss is a feeling. You miss feeling chosen. You miss feeling seen. You miss feeling held. You miss the warmth, the attention, the possibility, the little dream of being safe in someone's presence. And because the feeling was connected to a person, the mind says, only they can give this to me. But that is not always true. The feeling can begin inside you. You can learn to see yourself. You can learn to choose yourself. You can learn to hold yourself emotionally. You can begin to create the inner atmosphere you once believed only another person could create for you. Place your hand on your heart now, if you can, and say softly, I see you, I choose you, I am here. It may feel simple, but do not underestimate it. The inner child hears this. The nervous system hears this. The heart hears this. You can write in your journal, what feeling am I really longing for? Perhaps the answer is peace, perhaps safety, perhaps tenderness, perhaps being special. Then ask, how can I give myself one drop of that feeling today? If you want tenderness, speak gently to your body. If you want to feel chosen, keep one promise to yourself. If you want to feel held, wrap yourself in a blanket and breathe slowly. If you want romance, make your own life more beautiful. Light a candle. Bless your room. Wear something that makes you feel lovely. Take yourself seriously as someone worthy of care. Gratitude helps too, because gratitude moves you from the energy of nothing is here into the energy of love is already touching me. Thank the breath, thank the hands, thank the morning. Thank the friend, thank the lesson, thank the strength that carried you. When you live in gratitude, you stop starving in front of a table already holding small gifts. And from that feeling of inner fullness, you no longer need to chase love with fear. You can welcome love with dignity. So, my dear, if this message found you, perhaps love has found you at the perfect time. Not because someone is arriving this second to rescue you, but because you are ready to stop living as though love is missing from your life. You are ready to become love. You are ready to practice love in your words, your choices, your body, your room, your breath, your boundaries, and your self-respect. And from that place, the love meant for you can recognize you more easily. I can give myself the feeling I thought only someone else could give me. Life loves you. Love is already here. And you are finally learning to notice it. And now, my dear, let's explore this together. Let us speak about love in a way that is honest, gentle, and deeply healing. Because love is not only the beautiful feeling people sing about. Love also asks us to become real. Love asks us to show up with our true heart, our true needs, our true boundaries, our true softness, and our true self-respect. Many people say they want deep love, but they are frightened of being truly seen. They want intimacy, but they hide the very places that need tenderness. They want someone to love them, but they keep performing, pleasing, shrinking, pretending, and trying to become whatever they think will be acceptable. And my dear, that becomes very tiring. You cannot be deeply loved while you are hiding your real self behind a mask of, "I'm fine, I don't need anything, I'm not hurt," or "I'll accept anything if it means you stay." Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is the courage to be present as you are. It is saying, "This is what I feel. This is what I need. This is what matters to me. This is where my heart is tender. This is where my boundary is." But true vulnerability is not throwing your heart into unsafe hands. True vulnerability walks with self-respect. It opens the heart, but it also keeps wisdom at the door. My open heart is protected by my self-respect. You see, there is a difference between being open and being available to everything. Being open says, "I am willing to love, to be seen, to communicate, to grow." Being available to everything says, "I will abandon myself if it means someone chooses me." We are not doing that anymore. The heart can be soft and still have a spine. The heart can be loving and still say no. The heart can forgive and still walk away. The heart can want connection and still refuse confusion, disrespect, and emotional starvation. This is very important because some people think that if they protect themselves, they are not being loving. But self-respect is not the enemy of love. Self-respect is what makes healthy love possible. If you open your heart without discernment, you may call chaos love. If you close your heart completely, you may feel safe for a little while, but you also keep out the tenderness you long for. So we learn the middle path. We open wisely, we speak honestly, we listen to the body, we notice whether someone's presence brings peace or constant anxiety. We do not rush intimacy to escape loneliness. We let love prove itself through kindness, consistency, truth, and respect. And if opening your heart feels frightening, let us be kind to that fear. It did not appear from nowhere. Many of our love patterns were shaped long before we had words for them. The way we were loved, ignored, held, criticized, comforted, abandoned, or misunderstood as children can echo into adult relationships. This is not to blame anyone. Blame does not heal. Understanding heals. When we understand where a pattern began, we no longer have to call ourselves foolish, needy, cold, difficult, or broken. We can say, "Oh, this is a younger part of me trying to protect me. This is an old attachment pattern asking for love." If you were loved in a steady and reliable way, you may have learned that closeness can be safe. You may communicate more easily, trust more naturally, and allow love without clinging. That is a beautiful foundation. And if you did not receive that foundation, please do not use it against yourself. You can learn safety now. You can practice secure love now. The mind and heart can learn new patterns when given enough tenderness and repetition. Some people carry an avoidant pattern. They may want love, but when someone comes too close, something inside says, "Danger. I might lose myself. I might be trapped. I might need too much. I might be disappointed." So they pull away. They become busy. They become distant. They say they do not need anyone. They may confuse independence with emotional protection. And my dear, if that is you, do not shame yourself. That closing of the heart may have once helped you survive. Perhaps closeness was not safe. Perhaps people were unpredictable. Perhaps you learned very early that needing someone led to pain. But now you can begin to teach yourself a new truth. Closeness does not have to erase you. Love does not have to control you. You can have boundaries and still be connected. You can be yourself and still be loved. You can take space without disappearing. You can come back. You can communicate. You can let someone see you little by little. Others carry an anxious or mixed pattern. They long for love so deeply, but they also fear losing it. They may check, overthink, wait, worry, read into every silence, and feel abandoned by small changes in tone. They may cling to connection even when it hurts, because the fear of being left feels worse than the pain of staying. If this is you, darling, let your heart be soft toward yourself. You are not too much. You are carrying a nervous system that learned to look for signs of loss. You are carrying a little child who wonders, will you still be here? Am I still loved? Did I do something wrong? That child does not need criticism. That child needs consistency from you. Each time you choose yourself instead of chasing panic, you teach that child, we are safe, we can breathe, we do not have to beg for love. We do not have to abandon ourselves when someone else is unclear. I understand my patterns, and I lovingly create new ones. Understanding your attachment pattern is not a prison sentence. It is a map. It shows you where healing is asking to happen. It shows you where you need more gentleness, clearer communication, stronger boundaries, more self-trust, or a slower pace. And with love, new patterns can be created. The avoidant heart can learn to remain present. The anxious heart can learn to soothe itself. The fearful heart can learn discernment. The lonely heart can learn to stop choosing crumbs. The heart that has been hurt can learn that love does not always have to repeat the wound. This is why self-love comes first. Not because you must be perfect before someone can love you, but because without self-love, you may keep asking another person to give you what only your own daily relationship with yourself can stabilize. Before you ask someone else to love you, love yourself in practical ways. Self-love is not only a word, it is how you live with yourself. It is how you feed your body. It is how you speak to yourself after a mistake. It is how you keep your home, your room, your little corner of life. It is how you honor your work, your skills, your dreams, your appearance, your health, your mind, your friendships, your finances, your time, your energy. When you invest in yourself, your energy changes. You are no longer walking through the world like an empty cup begging someone to fill you. You become a person who is already pouring life into your own life. You begin to feel, I can care for myself. I can grow. I can learn. I can become more beautiful from the inside out. I can create joy. I can choose peace. I can build a life that feels good to live in. And when love comes, it does not come as a rescue mission. It comes as a beautiful addition to a life you are already learning to love. So take care of your body, not to become worthy, but because you already are worthy. Dress in a way that makes you feel like you are honoring yourself. Move gently. Rest when you need rest. Learn something new. Build your skills. Make your own money relationship more loving. Create hobbies that belong to you. Make friends, laugh, walk outside, read, pray, journal. Touch your own heart when you feel sad. Look in the mirror and say, I am here with you. These little actions reduce the energy of desperation. They tell the subconscious mind, we are not waiting for someone else to make our life begin. And that is very attractive, not in a manipulative way, but in a natural way. A person who is living, growing, caring for themselves, and honoring their own spirit carries a different light. I become whole, and love becomes a beautiful addition, not my only source of life. This is one of the most freeing truths about love. Love is a beautiful seasoning when you already have a life, but it becomes painful when you make it the whole meal. If another person becomes your only source of joy, safety, identity, and meaning, then of course you will be terrified of losing them. You will hold too tightly. You will ignore signs. You will fear every distance. You will feel as though one person has the power to decide whether you are alive inside. My dear, no one should carry that much power over your soul. Love can enrich your life. Love can make the colors brighter. Love can bring warmth, companionship, tenderness, laughter, and expansion. But love is not meant to erase your own relationship with life. You still need your own center, your own joy, your own inner home, your own connection to your body, your creativity, your peace, your spiritual life, your purpose. Mature love does not say, without you, I am nothing. Mature love says, I am whole, and I choose to share my wholeness with you. Mature love does not cling, control, collapse, or disappear. It communicates, it respects, it allows space, it stays connected, without becoming possessive. It says, I love you, and I love myself too. And if love leaves, if someone cannot stay, if something ends, mature love grieves. Yes, it cries, it feels. It honors the loss, but it does not decide, I am worthless now. It says, I still have myself. I still have life. I still have my breath. I still have my path. I can begin again. That is a very powerful love. That is love rooted in self-worth, not fear. Love may enrich my life, but it does not define my worth. And because you are learning this kind of love, you must also be willing to release what drains you. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some people arrive as lessons. Some arrive as mirrors. Some arrive to show you where you are still abandoning yourself. Some arrive to awaken a wound so that it can finally be healed. And some arrive to walk beside you in peace. The art is learning the difference. If someone's presence constantly makes you feel smaller, confused, anxious, ashamed, exhausted, or disconnected from your own truth, pay attention. The body is speaking. The heart is speaking. Life may be asking you to create space. This does not mean you hate them. This does not mean they are bad. It means their energy may not be aligned with the love you are becoming ready to receive. Letting go is not coldness. Letting go is often an act of love toward yourself. It says, I will not keep giving my life force to what cannot nourish me. It says, I release the need to convince someone to value me. It says, I make room for healthier love. Think of a garden. If every space is filled with weeds, where will the flowers grow? You do not pull the weeds because you hate the earth. You pull them because you love the garden. In the same way, When you release draining relationships, old attachments, unhealthy patterns, and connections that only activate fear, you are not becoming hard. You are tending your inner garden. You are preparing the soil for love that can actually grow. I release what drains me so love can reach me. Sometimes what drains you is not only a person, it can be a fantasy, a hope you keep feeding even though the reality does not support it, a conversation you keep replaying, a maybe that has kept you waiting outside your own life, a memory of a love that once made you feel alive but now keeps you from living. Release can be gentle. You do not have to tear something out of your heart violently. You can say, "Thank you for what you taught me. I bless you and let you go. I call my energy back to myself." Every time you call your energy back, you become more present, more peaceful, more magnetic, more available to what is real and loving now. And this brings us to the frequency of healthy love. You attract more clearly when you live in alignment with your values. Your frequency is not only what you say you want, your frequency is how you speak to yourself. It is the boundaries you keep. It is the people you allow close. It is the thoughts you repeat. It is the way you handle longing. It is the way you treat your body. It is the way you choose truth over performance. It is the way you stop chasing what costs you peace. Many people ask, "Who will love me?" But a better question is, what energy am I becoming? Am I becoming the energy of peace? Am I becoming the energy of self-respect? Am I becoming the energy of openness with wisdom? Am I becoming the energy of someone who knows they are worthy now? When you emit fear, you often recognize fear. When you emit lack, you may reach for crumbs. When you emit self-abandonment, you may find people who are comfortable with you abandoning yourself. But when you begin to emit peace, respect, enoughness, honesty, and warmth, you start recognizing love that matches those qualities. You do not need to chase so much. You do not need to perform so much. You do not need to panic when something is not for you. You can say, "What is aligned with my heart can find me easily," not because you sit doing nothing forever, but because you are no longer blocking healthy love with old fear. You are taking care of yourself. You are living your life. You are opening your heart wisely. You are becoming the kind of person who can receive love without making it your only oxygen. What is aligned with my heart can find me easily. Now let us speak these affirmations slowly, not as magic words, but as seeds planted into the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. Love has found me at the perfect time. Feel that, not late, not missing, not impossible. At the perfect time, because you are finally willing to return to yourself. I am no longer waiting for love. I am becoming love. Let that free you from the waiting room. You are living now. You are loving now. You are growing now. I am safe to open my heart with wisdom. Your heart does not have to be locked, and it does not have to be thrown open without discernment. It can open with dignity. I release what drains me and welcome what honors me. Let your energy return from every place it has been begging to be chosen. I am whole, worthy, and deeply lovable now. Not when someone arrives, not when the body changes, not when the past is erased. Now. Say them again if you can. Let the body hear them. Let the younger part of you hear them. Let the part that has waited, chased, hoped, and cried hear them. Love has found me at the perfect time. I am no longer waiting for love. I am becoming love. I am safe to open my heart with wisdom. I release what drains me and welcome what honors me. I am whole, worthy, and deeply lovable now. Good. Let these words settle into the heart. Let them soften the old hunger. Let them remind you that love is not only coming toward you, it is awakening within you. And if this message has touched you, if some part of you is ready to stop waiting for love as though life is on pause, write these words: Love has found me. Let it be a declaration to your own heart. Let it mean, I am willing to notice love in my life now. Let it mean, I am willing to become love in my daily choices. Let it mean, I am willing to release what drains me. Let it mean I am ready for the kind of love that honors my wholeness. And if you want, write one thing you are choosing now: self-respect, healing, openness, peace, boundaries, joy, softness, trust, or true love. My dear, you are not too late for love. You are not too broken for love. You are not too much, too sensitive, too old, too wounded, or too complicated for love. You are learning. You are becoming. You are returning to yourself. And as you return to yourself, love begins to find you in many forms: in your breath, in your body, in your courage, in your mourning, in your healing, in the people who can meet you with kindness, and in the beautiful future that is forming quietly while you learn to stop abandoning yourself. Love has found you at the perfect time because you are finally becoming available to receive it without losing yourself. Life loves you, and so do I. What you hear every day, my dear, becomes the voice you live with inside. This is why we must be so tender and so careful with the words we allow to enter the mind. The subconscious mind is always listening. It listens when you are awake. It listens when you are tired. It listens when you are afraid. It listens when you repeat the same sentence over and over again, even if you say it casually. And the brain, wonderful servant that it is, begins to build pathways around what it hears most often. If you hear criticism every day, the mind begins to expect criticism. If you hear fear every day, the body begins to prepare for danger. If you hear you are not enough in 100 different ways, the nervous system begins to live as though love must be earned, safety must be chased, and peace is always somewhere far away. But the beautiful thing is this: the mind can learn a new language, the subconscious can receive new instructions, the body can begin to relax when it hears words of love repeated with gentleness. So when you listen every day to loving words, you are not merely hearing affirmations, you are building a new inner home. You are teaching the frightened places inside you. We do not live in criticism anymore. We live in kindness now. Loving words become the new home of my mind. And I want you to understand this very deeply. The subconscious mind does not change through force. It changes through repetition, feeling, safety, and consistency. Think of a child learning to trust someone. The child does not trust because you shout, "Trust me now." The child trusts because you return again and again with the same gentle voice, the same loving presence, the same steady reassurance. Your inner world is like that child. If for many years you have spoken harshly to yourself, if you have heard others criticize you, if you have lived with fear, comparison, rejection, or shame, then one loving sentence may feel strange at first. You may say, "I am safe," and the body may answer, "Are we?" You may say, "I am enough," and the mind may say, "I don't believe that yet." That is all right. We are not trying to force belief in one moment. We are creating familiarity. We are watering a new seed. Each loving word becomes a little drop of water. Each repetition becomes warmth. Each gentle listening becomes sunlight. And one day, the seed begins to grow. So let these words meet you not as pressure, but as nourishment. You do not need to memorize them perfectly. You do not need to believe them completely today. Just let them pass through you like soft music. Let them touch the places that have been tense for so long. Let them speak to the body, the heart, the brain, the old memories, the inner child, the places that learned to brace before love could arrive. The world can be very loud, can't it? It tells you to hurry, compare, improve, achieve, prove, compete, and become something before you are allowed to rest. But healing words say something different. Healing words say, "Come home, breathe. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are safe to be here." And the more often you hear this, the more the inner voice begins to change. The critic becomes quieter. The fear loses some of its power. The body begins to believe that perhaps it does not need to stay in defense all the time. Let us begin with the first message the body needs to hear. You are safe. Say it softly inside yourself now. You are safe. Not because every outer circumstance is perfect. Not because you have solved every problem. Not because you can control every person, every outcome, every tomorrow. You are safe because in this moment, you can return to your breath. You are safe because life is supporting you in ways you may not see yet. You are safe because the same intelligence that beats your heart and moves your breath is still working within you. The body cannot heal deeply while it believes it is always in danger. It needs reassurance. It needs softness. It needs repetition. It needs your own voice or a loving voice to say again and again, "You can relax now. You do not have to fight everything. You do not have to prepare for pain every moment. You are allowed to feel held. Place your hand on your heart and say, I am safe. Life supports me." Fear often lives in the body before it becomes a thought. The tight jaw, the lifted shoulders, the shallow breath, the stomach that never quite settles. These are the body's way of saying, are we safe? So we answer with love. We do not shame the fear. We do not say, why are you like this? We say, I understand. You have been protecting me for a long time, but we are learning a new way now. Breathe in gently and say, I am safe. Breathe out gently and say, life supports me. Let the words move through the chest, through the belly, through the back, through the hands, through the feet. Let the body hear that you are no longer going to speak to it only in panic. There is a tender power in this. A body that feels safe can rest. A body that rests can repair. A mind that feels safe can think clearly. A heart that feels safe can open. This is why loving words are medicine. And now let us move into the second message. You are love. My darling, love is not only something you are trying to get from someone else. Love is the essence of your being. It may have been covered by fear, disappointment, anger, grief, or old training, but it has not disappeared. You are not empty of love. You are not waiting for another person to give you permission to become lovable. You are love remembering itself. And when you remember this, you do not need to beg so much. You do not need to cling so tightly. You do not need to turn every silence into abandonment. You begin to say, love is already moving through me. Love is in the way I speak to myself. Love is in the way I care for my body. Love is in the way I bless my home, my work, my path, my day. And as you become more loving toward yourself, you become a clearer channel for love everywhere. Say gently, I am love, and I allow love to flow through me. This does not mean you never feel lonely. It does not mean you never desire relationship, tenderness, friendship, or touch. Of course you do. We are human. We are here to love and be loved. But when you know that love begins within you, you no longer chase it from a starving place. You no longer accept crumbs and call them a meal. You no longer abandon yourself to keep someone near. You become love in your own atmosphere first. You speak kindly to yourself when you make a mistake. You stop using your own voice as a whip. You look in the mirror and say, I am here with you. You forgive the little child inside who was only trying to survive. You bless the heart that kept loving even after it was hurt. That is love. And that love radiates. It goes out from you and returns to you multiplied in divine right ways. And now the third message, you are enough. This is such a deep healing for so many people. We have been taught to measure ourselves constantly. Am I successful enough? Beautiful enough? Young enough? Thin enough? Rich enough? Spiritual enough? Productive enough? Loved enough? And all this measuring makes the soul very tired. Enough does not mean you stop growing. Enough does not mean you never learn, never improve, never change. Enough means you do not hate yourself while you are growing. Enough means you do not postpone love until you become a perfect little statue of someone else's expectations. Enough means you can say, I am learning and I am still worthy. I am healing and I am still lovable. I am becoming and I am still enough today. Say this softly now. I am enough exactly as I am today. If the mind argues, let it argue. Do not fight it. Just keep offering the new words. The old critic has had many years to practice. Now love gets to practice too. Every time you say, I am enough, you interrupt the old pattern of self-rejection. Every time you say, I am safe, you calm the inner alarm. Every time you say, I am love, you call your spirit back from all the places it has been begging to belong. This is why listening every day matters. Not once, not only when you are desperate, every day. Let loving words become your morning food, your evening comfort, your inner atmosphere. Let them re-educate the mind. Let them soothe the nervous system. Let them become the new voice that rises inside you when life becomes uncertain. My dear, let us go a little deeper now, because once the mind begins to hear the words, you are safe, you are love, you are enough, another tender place often rises to the surface. It is the place that asks, but am I worthy? And this is such an old wound for so many people. We have been taught to earn, prove, perform, please, achieve, sacrifice, shrink, and struggle before we are allowed to receive anything good. We learn to connect worthiness with being useful, being beautiful, being young, being successful, being quiet, being obedient, being perfect, being chosen by someone else. But worthiness is not a prize, darling. Worthiness is not something life hands you after you suffer long enough. Worthiness is not waiting at the end of a perfect life. You are worthy because you are alive. You are worthy because you are an expression of life itself. You are worthy of health, joy, love, prosperity, peace, support, and kindness, not because you have done everything correctly, but because your soul came here to grow, to love, to learn, to expand, and to receive the goodness of life. You do not need to suffer to prove your value. You do not need to stay tired to prove you are responsible. You do not need to reject good things so others will think you are humble. True humility is receiving with gratitude. True self-love is allowing life to bless you without making guilt your first response. So let us say this gently now. I am worthy of all the good life has for me. And I want you to practice receiving in very small ways, because the subconscious mind learns through safety. If someone says, "You look lovely today," do not push it away. Do not say, "Oh no, I look terrible." Do not throw the gift back into their hands. Simply breathe and say, "Thank you, I receive that." If someone offers to help you, pause before you refuse. Ask yourself, am I saying no because I truly do not need help, or because receiving makes me uncomfortable? If rest is available, receive rest. If a compliment comes, receive the compliment. If a door opens, receive the possibility. If money comes, bless it. If love comes, do not immediately question why it is there. Let good be safe. Let kindness be normal. Let support be allowed. You see, receiving is a muscle. We strengthen it slowly. A little compliment, a little help, a little rest, a little tenderness, a little more ease. And each time we receive without guilt, we tell the little child inside, you do not have to earn every drop of love. You are allowed to be cared for. That is a very healing message. That is how the old scarcity begins to dissolve. You begin to realize that life is not withholding from you. Very often, you have simply been afraid to let life come close. Now, my dear, you are not only worthy, you are powerful. And I want to say that carefully, because power has been misunderstood. Real power is not forcing others. It is not controlling life. It is not becoming hard, cold, or superior. Real power begins in the quiet place where you choose a new thought. That may sound small, but it is enormous. Every life you live begins with the thoughts you agree to repeat. If you keep telling yourself, I am helpless, I am broken, I am unlucky, I am too late, then the mind begins to build your emotional life around those instructions. But when you begin to say, I am willing to think differently, I am willing to speak lovingly, I am willing to create a new inner atmosphere, something begins to shift. The past may explain why certain thoughts began, but it does not have to be the ruler of your future. You are not a permanent victim of yesterday. You are the thinker in your mind today. And today is where your power lives. Not 10 years ago, not when they hurt you, not when you made the mistake, not when you were too young to know better. Your point of power is here, in this breath, in this sentence, in this small choice to stop attacking yourself and begin supporting yourself. This is why loving words matter so much. They are not just pretty phrases, they are tools. They shape your emotions. Your emotions shape your actions. Your actions shape your experiences. And your repeated experiences become the life you recognize as normal. When you change the way you speak to yourself, you begin changing what feels possible. You begin changing what you tolerate. You begin changing what you reach for and what you release. The person who says, "I am worthless," will often accept very little. The person who says, "I am worthy of love and respect," begins to recognize when something does not honor them. The person who says, "Nothing works for me," may overlook opportunities. The person who says, "Life is opening new ways for me," begins to look for doors. So today, let your own voice become a healing force. Place your hand on your heart and say, "I have the power to choose loving thoughts, not perfect thoughts, not forced thoughts, loving thoughts, thoughts that build you up instead of beating you down, thoughts that open windows inside the mind, thoughts that teach the body, we are safe now, we are growing now, we are choosing life now." And because you are worthy and powerful, you are also free. Freedom is not only something outside of you. Freedom begins when you stop carrying old stories into every new morning. Freedom begins when you say, "The past happened, but I will not let it decide how much love I can receive now." Freedom begins when resentment no longer gets to live rent-free in your body. Freedom begins when shame no longer speaks louder than love. Forgiveness is not saying the past was right. Please understand that. Forgiveness is not approving of what hurt you. It is not excusing cruelty. It is not forcing yourself to trust someone who has not become trustworthy. Forgiveness is opening the prison door inside yourself. It is saying, "I have carried this pain long enough. I am willing to release the chains around my own heart." Sometimes, forgiveness comes slowly. Sometimes it comes in layers. Sometimes you forgive, and then another little piece rises up to be loved. That is all right. We do not force forgiveness. We invite it. We prepare the heart for it. We make room for it with compassion. Think of every loving word as one step out of an inner prison. "I am safe" opens one lock. "I am love" opens another. "I am enough" loosens the chain of comparison. "I am worthy" softens the old guilt. "I am powerful" returns your mind to you. "I am free" opens the door to a new morning. You do not have to drag the old self into every day. You do not have to wake up and put on yesterday's shame like an old coat. You can say, "That was then, this is now. I am willing to begin again." Let this affirmation move through you. I release the past, and I am free to begin again. Say it gently. Say it as though speaking to the younger you who did not know how to let go. Say it as though speaking to the body that has held so much. Say it as though speaking to life itself. I am ready for a new relationship with myself. Now, let us speak about the best times to listen to loving words, because timing matters in a very beautiful way. When you first awaken, your subconscious mind is still soft. The world has not fully entered yet. The mind has not gathered all its worries, plans, messages, and responsibilities. This is a golden moment. Before the phone, before the news, before the old mental lists, give yourself words that nourish you. Even 1 minute can change the tone of your day. Sit up, place your hand on your heart, and say, "You are safe. You are love. You are enough. You are worthy. You are powerful. You are free." Let these be the first seeds planted in the morning soil. The first words you give yourself can become the atmosphere you carry into the day. And before sleep, the mind opens again. The body is tired, the defenses soften, the subconscious is preparing to take in the last impressions of the day. This is not the time to feed yourself fear, comparison, conflict, or noise. This is the time to give yourself a lullaby of love. You do not need to listen for hours. You do not need to make healing complicated. What matters is consistency and tenderness. Let the last words of the day be kind. Let them enter the body like warm water. I am safe. Life supports me. I am loved. I am enough. I release this day. I rest in peace. When morning and night become filled with loving words, the mind begins to expect kindness. The inner critic no longer has the first and last word. Love does. And that changes everything. The first and last words I give myself can change my life. Now let us bring this into mirror work, because the mirror is a very honest teacher. Stand before the mirror when you can. Look into your own eyes and place your hand on your heart. Do not look for flaws. Do not scan the face for what should be different. Look as though you are meeting someone who has waited a very long time to be loved by you. And then say slowly, "You are safe, you are love, you are enough." At first, this may feel awkward. You may laugh, you may look away, you may cry, you may feel nothing. All of that is welcome. The place where it feels difficult is often the place where healing is most needed. If you cannot say, "I love you" easily, that does not mean you have failed. It means the little child inside has not heard it enough yet. So say it again, softer. You are safe, you are love, you are enough. Let your eyes become kind. Let your face become gentle. Let your own presence become a home. Mirror work is not about vanity. It is about relationship. It is about stopping long enough to meet yourself without attack. Many people see themselves every day, but never truly look with love. They look to criticize, to fix, to compare, to measure. The mirror becomes a courtroom instead of a sanctuary. Let us change that. Let the mirror become a place of return. A place where you say, "I see you. I am here. I will not abandon you today." And as you keep practicing, something softens. You begin to feel that the person in the mirror is not an enemy. It is you, the one who has tried so hard, the one who has survived so much, the one who is still willing to heal. Look into those eyes and say, "I look at myself with love, and I come home to me." And we must also create a positive sound environment, because the mind is like a room. Whatever sounds enter again and again become the atmosphere inside that room. If you fill the room with criticism, fear, gossip, arguing, shocking news, harsh entertainment, and voices that pull your energy down, then the mind begins to feel crowded and unsafe. You may not notice it at first because it becomes normal, but then you wonder why your thoughts are heavy, why your nervous system is tense, why you feel discouraged without knowing exactly why. My dear, pay attention to what you are hearing, not with fear, with love. You have the right to choose what enters your mind. You have the right to reduce sounds that make your spirit contract. You have the right to turn off voices that keep you in panic. You have the right to create a home inside yourself that is peaceful, bright, and nourishing. This does not mean you hide from the world. It means you become conscious. Perhaps you listen to less negative news. Perhaps you choose music that soothes the body. Perhaps you listen to affirmations while you prepare breakfast. Perhaps you sit in silence for a few minutes and let the nervous system rest. Perhaps you choose teachings, conversations, prayers, or meditations that make you softer, clearer, more loving, more hopeful. Every sound is a seed. Every repeated message becomes part of the inner climate. So ask yourself, is this sound helping me become the person I want to be? Is this voice nourishing my mind? Is this conversation making me smaller or freer? Then choose with love. I choose what enters my mind, because my mind creates my world. Now let us make this very simple with a daily practice. In the morning, stand before the mirror and say the 6 loving words. You are safe, you are love, you are enough, you are worthy, you are powerful, you are free. Say them slowly. Do not rush them like a list. Let each sentence touch you. During the middle of the day, choose the one you need most. If you feel anxious, choose, you are safe. If you feel lonely, choose, you are love. If you are comparing, choose, you are enough. If you feel guilty receiving, choose, you are worthy. If you feel helpless, choose, you are powerful. If the past is heavy, choose, you are free. Let the sentence become your companion for that day. Repeat it while walking, washing your hands, drinking water, preparing food, driving, or resting. In the evening, place your hand on your heart and repeat the sentence again. Let it be the last loving gift you give yourself before sleep. Then write one question in your journal. Which loving word touched me most today? Perhaps you write only one sentence. Perhaps you write a whole page. There is no right way. This is not homework. This is self-discovery. Do this for 7 days and watch what happens. The mind begins to learn a new voice. The body begins to soften. The inner child begins to trust you. The critic may still speak sometimes, but it is no longer the only voice in the room. Love has entered. And once love enters, everything begins to change. Let us say the 6 loving words together now, as though we are speaking them into every layer of the mind. You are safe. You are love. You are enough. You are worthy. You are powerful. You are free. Again, a little softer. You are safe. You are love. You are enough. You are worthy. You are powerful. You are free. Let them move through the places that have been frightened, lonely, ashamed, tired, or trapped. Let them become the new language of your inner world. You do not have to believe them all perfectly today. Just let them in. Just open the door a little. And if these words touch something inside you, write this declaration. Loving words heal me. Let it be your promise to feed your mind differently. Let it be your choice to stop letting criticism be the only voice you know. Let it be your way of saying, I am ready to build a kinder inner home. My dear, every day you listen to love, love becomes more familiar. Every day you speak lovingly, the body feels safer. Every day you choose nourishing words, your world begins to shift. You are not here to be punished by your own mind. You are here to become friends with yourself. You are here to come home. Take one final breath with me now. Let the breath enter as safety. Let it leave as fear. Let it enter as love. Let it leave as criticism. Let it enter as worthiness. Let it leave as shame. And say quietly within yourself, I am safe. I am love. I am enough. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am free. Good. Let these words rest in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Let them take root. Let them become your morning voice, your evening comfort, your inner home. Life loves you. Loving words heal you. And with every gentle repetition, you return to the truth of who you have always been. My dear, before you leave this moment, let these words rest gently in your heart. May you remember that you are safe, not because every detail is already solved, but because life is with you in every breath. May you stop using your own mind as a place of criticism and begin making it a sanctuary of love. May the words you hear each day become softer, kinder, more healing, until your inner voice no longer frightens you, but holds you. May you look into the mirror and see not a problem to fix, but a soul to love. May you forgive the old stories, release the heavy burdens, and allow your heart to open again, little by little, in divine right time. You do not have to earn peace. You do not have to prove your worth. You are already enough, already worthy, already loved by life itself. So breathe now, my dear. Let the old fear leave your body. Let love enter the places that have waited so long. Say softly, I am safe. I am love. I am enough. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am free. Life loves you, and so do I. Imagine this for a moment, my dear. Imagine standing in front of a door you have been praying to open. You have knocked. You have waited. You have imagined what your life would look like once that door finally moved, and then nothing happens. The handle does not turn. The room behind it stays silent, and the mind begins its little storm, doesn't it? Why not now? Why is it taking so long? Did I do something wrong? Has life forgotten me? Is this a sign that I am not worthy? Oh, darling, I know that feeling. We all know that feeling. The human mind likes quick proof. The ego wants evidence immediately. It wants life to obey the calendar, the age, the deadline, the plan, the little story it has created about how everything must unfold. But life, the greater life, does not always move according to the timetable of our fear. Sometimes a door stays closed because you are being denied something harmful. Sometimes a delay is not punishment at all, but protection. Sometimes life is saying, not yet, my dear one. Not because you are unworthy, but because I love you too much to send you into something before your heart, your body, your wisdom, and the situation itself are ready. Delay is not denial. Sometimes delay is protection. I want you to think back over your own life. Have there not been moments when something you wanted so badly did not happen, and later you saw the mercy in it? Perhaps you wanted a person who could not love you well. Perhaps you wanted a job that would have exhausted your spirit. Perhaps you wanted a certain place, a certain timing, a certain outcome, and when it did not come, you felt rejected. But later, when life had moved a little further, you said, "Oh, now I see. I was being guided." We rarely understand protection while it is happening because protection often looks like disappointment at first. It looks like waiting. It looks like silence. It looks like a closed door. But a closed door can be a blessing if the room behind it is not aligned with your peace. A delay can be grace if it keeps you from meeting your desire in a form that would wound you. The universe is not always trying to give you the fastest version of what you asked for. Very often, it is preparing the truest version, the kind that can bless you instead of confuse you. And why do we lose faith in divine timing? Often, it is not because life has failed us. It is because we begin comparing our path with someone else's. We look at their marriage, their money, their home, their career, their beauty, their healing, their visible success, and suddenly our own sacred path begins to look late. We say, "They have it already. Why don't I? They are younger. They are further ahead. They seem chosen. What is wrong with me?" My dear, comparison is one of the quickest ways to leave your own life. It pulls your energy out of your body and places it in someone else's story, and you do not know their full story. You do not know the lessons behind the picture. You do not know the price, the timing, the private tears, the hidden work, the soul contract, the old wounds, the future unfolding. You only see a small piece and then use it to punish yourself. That is not love. That is not wisdom. That is an old habit of self-rejection wearing the mask of observation. So today, let us call our energy back. Let us say, "I release comparison and return to my own path." Your path has its own rhythm. Your soul has its own seasons. A flower does not look at another flower and say, "Why are you blooming before me? I must be failing." It simply grows according to its nature, its roots, its light, its timing. And you, too, have divine seasons. There are seasons of preparation that look quiet on the outside. There are seasons of healing that no one applauds because no one can see the inner work being done. There are seasons where life is rearranging people, beliefs, opportunities, and your own capacity to receive. Do not call these seasons wasted. Do not call yourself behind because something is still underground. The seed is not late because it has not broken the surface yet. It is becoming, and so are you. If something has not happened yet, do not immediately say, "It will never happen." That is fear making a prophecy. Say instead, "I am being prepared. Life is aligning. I trust the timing of my becoming." Now, let us look at the habit of control, because control can block the very flow we are asking for. When the ego says, "It must happen now, through this person, in this exact way, by this exact date," the body tightens, the breath becomes shallow, the mind begins to scan for danger. You may still say affirmations, but underneath them there is fear. You may still pray, but underneath the prayer there is panic. You may still take action, but the action feels like chasing. And life cannot easily flow through a clenched fist. Control creates the energy of lack. There is only one way. There is only one chance. I must force it or lose it. Trust creates space. There are many ways. Life knows more than I can see. I can do my part and allow divine timing to arrange the rest. This does not mean you sit and do nothing forever. No, darling. Trust is not laziness. Trust is action without desperation. Trust is sending the application and then breathing. Trust is caring for your body while healing unfolds. Trust is speaking your truth and then letting people respond. Trust is planting the seed and not digging it up every morning to see whether it has grown. So ask yourself gently, am I doing my part, or am I trying to do life's part too? Your part is to become loving, prepared, honest, open, willing, and aligned. Your part is to take the next right step. Your part is to practice thoughts that support you. Your part is to stop making every delay mean rejection. But life's part is timing, orchestration, unseen movement, divine arrangement, the meeting of people, the opening of doors, the ripening of circumstances. When you try to do life's part, you exhaust yourself. When you do your part and release the rest, your energy returns. Place your hand on your heart and say softly, I do my part and I let life arrange the timing. Again, as though speaking to the frightened child inside you, I do my part and I let life arrange the timing. The little human mind thinks in deadlines. It says, by this age I should be here. By this month, the money should come. By this year, the relationship should arrive. By this date, the healing should be complete. But the universe does not work only by the clock of the ego. Life works by readiness, alignment, wisdom, and the greater good. Something that seems late to your fear may be arriving exactly on time for your soul. Something that seems delayed may be gathering the right people, the right strength, the right lesson, the right version of you who can receive it without losing yourself. Do not limit miracles with the clock of fear. Do not tell life it has failed because it has not obeyed your old timeline. Say instead, life is not late. Life is aligning. Take a breath now. Let the air come in as trust. Let it leave as urgency. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not being punished by waiting. Perhaps you are being protected. Perhaps you are being strengthened. Perhaps life is making sure that when the door opens, you will walk through it with peace instead of panic, with worth instead of hunger, with wisdom instead of fear. Let this thought become a little home inside you. Everything meant for me is finding its way in divine right time. And in the next part, we will go more deeply into the emotional healing of waiting, because waiting is not empty time. Waiting can become the sacred space where you stop chasing proof and begin becoming the person who can receive the blessing with both hands open. Wow, this is one of the hardest seasons, my dear, because if you are patient here, if you do not give up on yourself here, if you do not call the waiting a punishment, then something very deep inside you begins to mature. And I know waiting can feel so uncomfortable. It can feel as though life has placed you in a room with no windows, and you keep asking, when will the door open? When will the answer come? When will the love arrive? When will the money move? When will the healing show itself? When will I finally know that I have not been forgotten? And I want to say to you, very tenderly, you are not forgotten. You are not being left behind. You are not being punished because the thing you desire has not arrived in the form you expected. Sometimes the waiting season is not empty at all. Sometimes it is one of the most important classrooms of the soul. You are learning patience, yes, but not the kind of patience that just sits and suffers. You are learning the patience that builds inner strength. You are learning self-respect. You are learning how to receive without fear. You are learning how to stop chasing what is not ready and stop forcing what is not aligned. You are learning to stand in the middle of not yet and still say, life is working, I am growing. Something in me is becoming ready. Nothing is wasted. Everything is preparing me. You see, if certain blessings came before we were ready, we might not know how to hold them. We might become frightened. We might push them away. We might sabotage them. We might take the old wound into the new room and recreate the same old pain with a new face, a new job, a new amount of money, a new opportunity. And life, in its wisdom, often prepares us before it delivers the next thing. If you ask for healthy love, perhaps the waiting season teaches you not to abandon yourself. If you ask for abundance, perhaps the waiting season teaches you to stop living from panic and scarcity. If you ask for healing, perhaps the waiting season teaches you to speak lovingly to your body instead of attacking it. If you ask for a new life, perhaps the waiting season quietly removes old beliefs, old relationships, old fears, and old identities that could not come with you into the new. That is not delay as punishment. That is delay as preparation. The seed under the soil may look hidden, but it is not wasting time. It is becoming strong enough to rise. So please do not call this time useless. Do not look at a quiet season and say, nothing is happening. You do not know how much is being rearranged beneath the surface. You do not know how many roots are growing in the dark. You do not know how much strength your soul is gathering while your outer life seems still. Sometimes life is teaching you to stop depending on visible evidence before you trust. Sometimes life is teaching you that your worth is not measured by speed. Sometimes life is teaching you to stop borrowing someone else's timeline and punishing yourself with it. There is no day wasted if you are becoming more loving, more aware, more honest, more peaceful, more prepared. A day of crying can become a day of release. A day of silence can become a day of listening. A day of disappointment can become a day of redirection. A day of rest can become a day of healing. When held in love, everything can serve your awakening. And now let us talk about doors, because many people suffer terribly when one door closes. They say, I failed, I was rejected, I missed my chance, life is against me. But my dear, a closed door is not always failure. Sometimes it is hidden guidance. Sometimes it is life saying, not this room, not this version, not this path that would have made you smaller. Sometimes a door closes because what is behind it is too small for the person you are becoming. Sometimes a relationship ends because it could only love the old, wounded version of you, not the healed one. Sometimes an opportunity does not work because it would have cost you your health, your peace, your dignity, or your joy. The mind sees the closed door and panics. The soul whispers, wait, there is another way. And when you learn to trust that whisper, you begin to suffer less in the hallway. I love the little phrase, this or something better. It is so simple, and yet it opens the whole heart. When you say, this or something better, you are not denying your desire. You are not pretending you do not care. You are simply refusing to imprison your good inside one narrow form. You are saying, life, I welcome this if it is right, and I welcome something even better if you know a wiser way. Can you feel the relief in that? The hand opens, the breath deepens, the shoulders drop, the inner child stops gripping the doorknob and begins to trust that there may be more rooms in the house of life than the one it is staring at. So when something leaves your life, bless it if you can. If you cannot bless it yet, simply breathe. Let yourself grieve. Let yourself be human. And when you are ready, whisper, "What leaves my life makes room for what truly belongs." This is very important. What belongs to your deeper good will not require you to lose yourself in order to keep it. The door that is truly aligned may ask you to grow. Yes, it may ask you to be brave. It may ask you to learn new skills, speak more honestly, become more responsible, or love yourself more deeply. But it will not ask you to abandon your soul. It will not require you to live in constant panic, shame, confusion, or self-betrayal. So when a door closes, ask gently, what is life protecting me from? What is life preparing me for? What is life trying to teach me about my worth? Not every closed door needs to be kicked open. Some are meant to be blessed and left behind. The right door often opens more naturally when you stop wasting all your energy trying to resurrect what has completed its lesson. And please, darling, do not limit your entire future by what you can see today. The present moment is powerful, yes, but your current circumstances are not the whole story. They are only one chapter. If the chapter is painful, it does not mean the book is tragic. If the chapter is quiet, it does not mean the story is over. If the chapter is confusing, it does not mean wisdom is absent. The mind looks at today's evidence and tries to make a permanent conclusion. It says, "This is all there is. This is all I can expect. This is what my life will always be." But the mind cannot see all the doors. It cannot see the people on their way. It cannot see the idea that will come next month. It cannot see the healing that is slowly happening in the body. It cannot see the strength being formed in the waiting. It cannot see divine right order while it is still unfolding. So when you are tempted to say, "Nothing is changing," pause. Perhaps things are changing in ways that are not yet visible. When you are tempted to say, "There is no way," pause. Life has many ways. When you are tempted to say, "I am stuck," pause. You may be in preparation. When you are tempted to say, "It is too late," pause. Late according to whose clock? The clock of fear, the clock of comparison, the clock of a society that often measures life by outer milestones and forgets the soul? My dear, life is not limited by your present view. Life can bring good through a conversation, a dream, a book, an unexpected helper, a sudden idea, a quiet inner knowing, a door you did not even know existed. Do not make your current reality into a prison. Say instead, "I am not limited by what I can see right now." You may not see the bridge yet because you are still becoming the person who can cross it. You may not see the opportunity yet because your energy is still learning to receive it. You may not see the love yet because you are still learning not to abandon yourself. You may not see the abundance yet because your consciousness is still releasing scarcity. This is not bad news. This is beautiful news. It means the story is still alive. It means the universe has not run out of ways. It means you are not finished. So let the current chapter be what it is, without turning it into the whole book. Bless this chapter. Learn from this chapter. Clean the mental house in this chapter. Water the seeds in this chapter. But do not decide that this chapter is all you will ever have. Now, how do we recognize that things are unfolding in the right time, even before the final answer comes? It may be subtle. It may not be fireworks. Sometimes the first sign is that you are learning the lesson you needed before receiving something larger. You begin to see your patterns. You begin to understand why you chased, why you settled, why you doubted, why you feared receiving. That awareness is timing. Sometimes the sign is that things not aligned with you begin to fall away. A relationship fades. An old desire loses its grip. A habit becomes uncomfortable. You may feel sadness, but underneath there is also relief. That is timing too. Sometimes the sign is that you have more peace, even though nothing on the outside is fully solved yet. You cannot explain it, but you are not as desperate as before. You are breathing. You are sleeping a little better. You are listening to yourself. That is a miracle. Sometimes an opportunity appears after an old disappointment. You thought the disappointment was the end, and then it becomes the doorway. You thought you were rejected, and then you realize you were redirected. You thought you lost time, and then you see that the waiting gave you clarity you could not have found in haste. And sometimes the sign is simply that you are stronger now. You are clearer. You do not beg the same way. You do not shrink the same way. You do not say yes when your whole body says no. You are more honest. You are more receptive. You are more willing to let life be life. My dear, these are not small changes. These are signs that divine timing is working within you first, before it shows itself around you. The right time often arrives after I become the right energy. This is why we do not sit in waiting and merely complain. We use the waiting. We let it shape us. We ask, what is this season teaching me? That is such a powerful question. Not why is life punishing me, not why am I behind, not what is wrong with me. Ask instead, what is this season teaching me? Perhaps it is teaching patience, perhaps self-worth, perhaps trust, perhaps boundaries, perhaps the courage to receive, perhaps the ability to be alone without feeling abandoned, perhaps the ability to act without forcing. Perhaps the ability to rest without guilt. When you ask this question, the waiting becomes meaningful. It becomes a classroom. It becomes a sanctuary. It becomes a place where your soul learns to stand. Let us use my way, very simply, very gently. First, mirror work. Stand before a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say, I trust the timing of my life. Say it slowly. If you do not believe it yet, say, I am willing to trust the timing of my life. That is enough to begin. Look at the one in the mirror as though you are speaking to a dear child who has been frightened by delay. Say, you are not behind. You are becoming ready. I am here with you. Do this every morning, even if it feels strange. Especially if it feels strange. The mirror shows us where love is still difficult to receive. Then use the breath. Inhale and think, trust. Exhale and think, control. Inhale, trust. Exhale, control. Do not force the breath. Let it be easy. Let it teach the body that timing is not something you must grip with the jaw and shoulders. Let the body learn that life can be trusted one breath at a time. The breath is always teaching divine timing. It comes, it goes, it comes again. You do not hoard it. You do not chase the next inhale. You allow the rhythm. Let that rhythm become a little teacher. Then journal with one question. What is this season teaching me? Do not try to write beautifully. Do not write for anyone else. Let the truth come. Perhaps you write, this season is teaching me not to compare. Perhaps this season is teaching me to stop begging for love. Perhaps this season is teaching me that my body needs kindness. Perhaps This season is teaching me to trust a path I cannot fully see. Good. Once you name the lesson, the waiting becomes less empty. It becomes alive with purpose. And then affirm, everything I need comes to me in the perfect time and perfect way. Say it while walking. Say it while making tea. Say it when the old fear says, hurry. Say it when comparison rises. Say it when a door closes. Say it until your nervous system begins to soften around it. I relax into divine right timing. Now let us plant 5 affirmations into the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. Do not rush them. Let each one land. I trust the timing of my life. Breathe. Everything is coming to me at the right time. Breathe. I am not behind. I am becoming ready. Breathe. Life knows the perfect way to bless me. Breathe. I release control and allow life to flow. These are not just words. They are new instructions to the mind. They are new pathways in consciousness. They are little bridges from fear into trust. Repeat them often, not because you are trying to force divine timing, but because you are teaching yourself to rest inside it. And if your mind says, "But I have waited so long," hold that thought tenderly. Say, "Yes, I know. We have waited and we are tired. But we are not going to use the waiting to hate ourselves. We are going to use it to become more loving." If your mind says, "Everyone else is ahead," say, "I release comparison and return to my own path." If your mind says, "The door closed," say, "This or something better." If your mind says, "I cannot see the way," say, "I am not limited by what I can see right now." If your mind says, "It is too late," say, "Life is not late. Life is aligning." This is how we change. Little thought by little thought, little breath by little breath. Little act of trust by little act of trust. My dear, you are not being asked to understand everything today. You are being asked to trust one step more than fear says you can. You are being asked to stop punishing yourself with someone else's timeline. You are being asked to believe that life may be arranging something wiser than your worry can imagine. Perhaps the love is not late. Perhaps you are learning to receive love without losing yourself. Perhaps the abundance is not late. Perhaps you are learning to stop fearing your own expansion. Perhaps the healing is not late. Perhaps your body is learning safety in small, holy steps. Perhaps the answer is not late. Perhaps the question is still making you ready for the answer. So today, if you are willing to trust that everything is coming at the right time, write the words "divine timing." Let that be your little agreement with life. Let it be your declaration that you will no longer call yourself behind. You will no longer call every delay a denial. You will no longer worship the clock of fear. You will let your path be your path. You will let life be wiser than your anxiety. And when you comment those words, you are not just writing for a screen. You are speaking to your own subconscious mind. I am willing to trust. I am willing to grow. I am willing to receive in the perfect time and perfect way. Take one final breath with me now. Inhale trust, exhale control. Again. Inhale trust, exhale comparison. Again. Inhale trust, exhale the fear of being late. You are here. You are learning. You are being prepared. Nothing is wasted. What leaves makes room. What delays may protect. What closes may redirect. What is forming may be more beautiful than what you tried to force. Let these words rest in your heart. I trust the timing of my life. Everything is coming to me at the right time. I am not behind. I am becoming ready. Life knows the perfect way to bless me. I release control and allow life to flow. My darling, life is not late. Life is aligning. And you are arriving breath by breath at the perfect moment for your greater good.